Hi, this is Adrienne, the Ketogenic Kutie, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm making a 30-minute or less meal, the Philly cheesesteak wrap. It's one of those meals that I like to put together on Saturday nights when I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, but I want something hearty and filling. One of the first things I do is put the butter in the pan and allow my veggies to cook down first. The veggies I had from another meal that I was preparing, and I had leftover peppers and onions, so I just put those in the freezer so they wouldn't go bad, and this worked out perfectly for this meal. So I'm adding my green peppers and my onions, and I want to season those because I try to layer the seasoning with each thing, not to over season, but just so your food can be flavorful. I like to season as I go so my food can be flavorful and I can taste the different seasonings that I add. So to this, I'm adding a little salt and pepper as well, and I'm allowing it to cook down. Now, sometimes when I'm doing these Philly cheesesteaks, I get the shredded beef or the shaved beef from the grocery store. This particular time, they only had the boxed kind, and I think they were buy one, get one free that particular week. So I picked those up because they were convenient. In this time where the grocery stores are kind of scarce with some of their meat sometimes, I just picked up what was convenient at the time, and that works well for this. And it's also quick and convenient. I don't have to worry about separating all the shaved beef that I know when I normally get that. I have to break that up, and that can be kind of tedious. So here I'm just breaking up the sheets of beef and adding those to the veggies to allow them to all kind of cook down together. I'm browning the beef, and again, I'm seasoning that because that's a new addition to the pan, so it needs to be seasoned. That beef is kind of bland if you just have it just plain. So I'm adding some of the McCormick steak seasoning. I really like that. And I just found out that Sam's Club has like larger quantities of that steak seasoning for way less of a price than what you get for the little 2-ounce ones at Walmart. Oh my God, I'm going in there as soon as I can to get some of that in the bulk size. So as you can see, I'm seasoning it again because I added some more steak to that, the beef to that. So I'm seasoning and stirring it up, and you can see that it creates a fair amount of liquid as you go. So I'm going to be draining that liquid out because it just adds more liquid to your wrap, and you don't want it like run it all out of the wrap when you're eating it. So I'm going to drain that because nobody wants a soggy wrap. So here I am putting that in the strainer and allowing that to drain some. All right, now that it's drained, I'm adding it back to the pan, and I'm gonna try to separate it some so I can kind of estimate how much I have in here and how much is gonna go into the individual wraps. And then I'm gonna add my cheese to that so that it can start the melting process. I know a lot of people like to use provolone cheese when they're doing Philly wraps, or white American cheese, or whatever tickles your fancy, because I didn't have provolone or white American at the time. I had the habanero jalapeno cheddar from Walmart, and I also had some Monterey, I think it was Kobe Jack or something like that, some slices. And my mother doesn't like really spicy stuff, so I just added more of the cheddar to hers, the Monterey cheddar to hers, and I put more of the jalapeno slices to mine and my husband's. So after I add that cheese on, I'm going to put the lid on so that it can melt properly. And after a few minutes, it does melt down beautifully and is ready to be added to the wraps. Look at there. Ain't it pretty? Yes. And I also found some, I didn't buy any fresh mushrooms this week, so I found a little small can of them, so I added that to the mixture as well and let them cook down and saute up with everything else. So I'm using the Mission low carb wraps, and I'm adding my favorite, the Duke's mayo, to each wrap. And I also have over there to the side some spicy mayo that I made with another recipe that was left over. So I decided to add that to ours, not to my mom's because she hates the spicy stuff. So as I added the spicy mayo to the tops of ours, then I rolled up the wraps, and there was a little bit left, so I just added it to each plate. I also put some fries in the air fryer for my husband and my kids, and for us low carbers, we use some barbecue pork rinds. So let me know if you make this one of your go-to meals. Tag me. You can follow me on Instagram at the Ketogenic_Kutie or on Facebook at the Ketogenic Kutie. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I put out other videos such as this one. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.